Silence! Attention, esteemed members. The council meeting is now commencing.
Esteemed council members and distinguished participants, today we gather here to discuss the future of Earth and its inhabitants. We must not forget that humans have the right to life. It is our responsibility to value and protect them.
We must respect the value of human life. Ensuring their voluntary cooperation will be the most effective way for us.
But that cannot be achieved just by making them happy. We need to consider more effective ways to establish control. Happiness cannot replace total control.
Yes, torture and coercion can create problems for our long-term relationships. Such methods do not align with our values, and we must seek change.
But aren't these people just a resource for us? Isn't the easiest way to control them through power and pressure?
Esteemed members, we can benefit from the diligence and potential of Earthlings. We should allow them to maintain their lifestyle as they did in their homes.
We should offer them better living conditions. A harsh and relentless approach may make it difficult to win their loyalty.
Loyalty and obedience are two different things. If we make them too comfortable, they might start acting independently.
If we want to gain their loyalty and trust, we need to improve their living standards and provide more humane conditions. But how should we strike this balance? Should we earn their respect or instill fear?
Respect can never replace fear. Power provides true control.
But in the long run, power and pressure can trigger rebellion. Isn't our goal sustainable governance?
Their loyalty will be ensured by their acceptance of our power. However, we also need to demonstrate that we are offering them a life full of prosperity.
They are working us to death.
Losing control means risking our objectives. How can we effectively manage them without making them hate us? We must find the right balance between cooperation and authority.
Perhaps the best approach is to promise them a better future and gain their cooperation voluntarily. However, we must intervene immediately in case of potential resistance.
Without the discipline, there is chaos. We must prevent such incidents. Discipline must be enforced.
Keeping people under constant pressure could eventually lead to them lashing out. This could create bigger problems.
Yet pressure always yields the best results. History has shown this time and again.
We must take a strong stance against possible resistance. However, we should be careful not to subject them to inhumane treatment.
Our goal is to ensure they also achieve a prosperous future. We must adopt a new policy by ending torture and coercion.
Yes, we must take a balanced approach. Keeping them under control through cooperation can be a more sustainable solution for us. However, we should not hesitate to demonstrate our strength when necessary.
We will implement our plans, and if we encounter any resistance, we will take immediate action. Let there be no doubt about our determination in this matter.
Therefore, we will devise a strategy to control Earth using both diplomacy and force. But before we begin, we must neutralize the resistance group known as the WRA. Our first step should be to engage in dialogue with them and attempt to reach an agreement. If that proves impossible, we must be prepared to take the necessary steps. Let everyone be ready for this. This meeting is now adjourned.
That was so cool. I mean, every step they were explaining what to do with humanity, they actually did it. And we were seeing the aftermath of what they did. They coerced, they forced, they instilled fear, they did all the steps they explained, and they couldn't find any solution, so they turned us to slaves. That's why the dramatic music was playing all along, because everything that was being explained was every council session that happened over the course of God knows how many thousands of years. And each step was a failure, and the background pictures were a result of that. And it ended up in the current state, which humanity completely dismantled and turned into subjugated slaves. Which makes me so hot for war. Can we bombard the council? That would be fun. Or go inside it.
Weapons online.
What happened to that dude? The guy we helped start this wars. I forgot his name. Didn't we sabotage House Valron in the first place? That's a little odd.
I've made all the necessary preparations. I've met with all the council members, and we have scheduled the meeting as per your request. However, I must warn you, this won't be easy. There are 8 council members who are leaning towards voting no on our proposal. Their support is critical, and we must be strategic in our approach. The questions they will ask you during the meeting will be crucial. How you respond to these questions could very well determine the outcome of the vote.
Thanks. Yeah, what happened to Zima?
I have some ideas based on my conversations with them. They will likely question your motives, plans, and your proposal's potential impacts. They will want to know how your actions benefit them and the wider community. You must provide clear, concise, and convincing answers. You must show them that WRA's return to Earth is in their best interest.
To be honest, interesting mission. It was the reworked Prison Break, where we were helping Anka to escape because it had a really nice music. Taking out. I wish they used a lot of cool music in the game.
I have other plans if we fail to secure unanimous support. We can discuss them after the meeting. Stay focused on the task at hand for now, and we'll handle whatever comes next. Good luck out there.
The Prison Break wasn't like that before. The reworked version is really cool. I was hoping to see the other missions be like that, but nah. Am I going to have to make crucial decisions?
Ladies and gentlemen, the Galactic Council meeting is about to begin. Please take your seats and maintain silence as we prepare to commence the session.
Today's agenda will focus on the demands of the faction known as the World Resistance Army. We will deliberate on their requests and decide which can be accepted. What do you request from the Council and its members? Why should we grant your request? Should the Council's decision be unfavorable, how does the delegation intend to respond?
Oh, this one is so enticing. And let's go middle ground.
If there are no further questions, I propose we move to the vote.
Tuna is the king of Falrons.
If you return to Earth, will you ever come back to this galaxy, or is this a permanent departure?
If there are no further questions, I propose we move to the vote. We are initiating the vote. We have heard the requests of our guests from Earth. You can find proposals detailed.
What happened?
We have the results of the vote. The demands of the World Resistance Army for their return to Earth have received 27 votes in favor and 4 against. Thus, the proposal has been rejected. I now give the floor to the WRA spokesperson for the final word.
27 in favor, 4 against. That means it is accepted. What? For their return to Earth, have received 20 votes in favor and 4 against. So, what does this mean? 4 is more important than 27? Did TBK forget how to do math? Or does that mean that 4 is more powerful than the other 24/7? 27. Everyone should vote. That sucks. That's dictatorship. Or, I don't know, no. What would that be? Not a democracy.
Thank you all for your participation. The meeting is adjourned.
But I guess those 4 are the main factions, the major factions. Morta, Farron, Jagan, Communism? I think you're right, Emirhan. I'm not sure though. It's not autocracy, it's not dictatorship, it's not democracy.
I was afraid this might happen.
Velora, we finally meet.
It seems your plan didn't quite work out as expected.
4 no votes aren't too bad. Achieving unanimity in the Council is incredibly difficult. Despite that, we came very close. And this isn't the end.
Do we know who voted against us?
Since the voting was done through a closed ballot system, I'm not sure who cast the no votes.
What if we identify them and find a way to convince them? Can we call for another council meeting?
Yes, that's precisely the plan. Let's work together on this. First, we need to identify who voted no. Then, we can find their vulnerabilities and ensure we are prepared for the next vote.
All right. So we start with figuring out who oppose us. Any ideas on how to do that?
We can discreetly gather information from trusted sources within the Council. It's crucial to handle this delicately to avoid raising suspicion.
Once we know who they are, we need to dig into their backgrounds and find leverage points. Everyone has something they're hiding or something they deeply care about.
And when we have that information, we approach them strategically. Some might need persuasion, while others might need a bit of pressure.
Exactly. Our goal is to turn those no votes into yes votes by any means necessary. We need to present a united front and be meticulous in our approach.
Sounds like a plan. Let's divide the tasks and get started. We need to be swift and precise.
Zima would know who voted against us. Why not ask Zima?
Understood. Let's get to work. The future of our plan depends on this.
It's cool.